One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will have first crack at this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Well, really nice catch there, getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for a big play. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest.
There he goes. Oh, the quick spin move. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A strike downfield to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. Lowers those pads. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. Just ran him over. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A designed run for the quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Offense in a bunch formation. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. At the 45 on his way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Hunt is on its way. He's got it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Sharp. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Got his man. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Makes his man miss. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Running behind that left side. Runs through a tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. They'll move the tight end. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that 1st down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 20 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll run it again. Now on 3rd down after that run. From from the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Finding an escape route. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk.
Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Northwestern will have to punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right. Really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat. Maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think.
Turning it on! And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The corners are walked up tight. snagged in the middle. It's Jones. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking downfield very late in the half. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off. He grabbed it off the deflection. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
They'll try to sneak it. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll run the sneak for it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Oh, it's a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Holds it in. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that 4th down and just go play defense.
There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. It's complete to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page. Scores on a sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up 14 over Memphis. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Takes the easy one to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
But we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down.
There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone. A gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. trying to make magic on the scramble. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hauls in the deep ball. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. To the air on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feel it breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the fullback. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on third and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Now they're going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give from the gun. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Off play action. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Makes the catch. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Jones. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Right on the money. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field.
Hold on.
Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing. Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that.
The Sneak scores it. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. DB's right up on the receivers. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Powell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this.
And the ball comes out. What a disaster. And they get him in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.